As Holger Rune moves closer to full recovery from his leg injury, the focus of his physical preparation has shifted toward rebuilding the areas that matter most. For an explosive baseline player, the quadriceps, the ankles, and the knees. After months of careful rehabilitation, the priority is no longer just healing, but restoring power, balance, and confidence in every movement. For a player whose game depends on sharp direction changes, aggressive court positioning, and relentless intensity, strengthening these areas is essential. The quadriceps play a massive role in Rune's movement. Every time he pushes off to chase a wide forehand or drives upward into a heavy backhand, the quads are responsible for generating force. They absorb impact when he lands from small hops and split steps, and they stabilize the knee during sudden stops. After a leg injury, these muscles often weaken because of reduced loading and limited match play. Rebuilding quad strength ensures he can once again accelerate explosively without hesitation. It also reduces strain on surrounding structures, helping protect the knee and lower leg from future setbacks. His ankles are just as critical. Tennis is played on ever-changing surfaces, and Rune's style requires constant micro-adjustments in foot positioning. Strong, stable ankles allow him to stay balanced when sliding on clay, planting hard on indoor courts, or adjusting mid-stride during rallies. When an athlete returns from a lower leg injury, the small stabilizing muscles around the ankle can lose responsiveness. That lack of stability can affect reaction time and confidence in lateral movement. By reinforcing ankle strength, Rune rebuilds trust in his ability to move freely, which is vital for someone who thrives on taking the ball early and redirecting pace. The knees connect everything. They transfer force from the ground up through the hips and into the torso. In Rune's case, his aggressive baseline game relies on loading into his legs before unleashing powerful ground strokes. If the knees are not strong and stable, that energy transfer becomes inefficient. Strong knees help him maintain a low center of gravity during extended rallies, especially when defending deep behind the baseline. They also protect against overcompensation, which is common after injury. When one area has been hurt, players often subconsciously shift stress elsewhere. Reinforcing knee strength helps restore symmetry and balance in movement patterns. This rebuilding phase is not just about physical capacity, it is also about restoring competitive identity. Rune is known for his intensity and willingness to grind through long rallies. His ability to change direction quickly and counterattack from defensive positions is central to his success. Strengthening the quads, ankles, and knees allows him to reclaim the aggressive footwork that defines his style. Confidence is another major factor. After a leg injury, players often hesitate during explosive movements. They may subconsciously avoid fully loading the injured side or hesitate before pushing off. That split-second doubt can be the difference between reaching a ball or missing it. By consistently rebuilding strength in these key areas, Rune regains trust in his body. When he knows his legs can handle the demands of competition, he can commit fully to each shot without fear. The physical demands of modern tennis make this kind of preparation even more important. The tour is faster and more physical than ever. Points often involve multiple changes of direction within seconds. A player like Rune, who enjoys stepping inside the court and dictating rallies, must be able to transition. Strong quads help him explode forward to attack short balls. Stable ankles allow him to recover quickly after stretching wide. Resilient knees enable him to absorb repeated impacts over long matches. Endurance also benefits from this focus. When the legs are strong and stable, energy expenditure becomes more efficient. Instead of wasting effort stabilizing unstable joints, the body can channel power directly into movement and stroke production. Over the course of a 3-set or 5-set battle, that efficiency makes a significant difference. It helps him maintain high intensity deep into matches, something that has always been part of his competitive edge. Injury prevention is equally important. Lower leg injuries can sometimes lead to recurring issues if the surrounding musculature is not fully restored. The Compex device is a form of neuromuscular electrical stimulation, NMES, and it plays a very important role in rehabilitation, especially for elite athletes. After an injury or surgery, pain, and swelling can shut down normal muscle activation. This is called muscle inhibition. Even if the athlete tries to contract the muscle, the signal from the brain is weaker. As a result, the muscle is not fully engaged, and over time it begins to shrink and lose strength. That atrophy can happen surprisingly fast. Using NMES helps bypass that inhibition. The device sends controlled electrical impulses directly to the muscle, causing it to contract. This keeps the muscle active even when full weight bearing or intense training is not yet possible. It helps preserve muscle mass, maintain neuromuscular connection, and improve circulation in the area. For a tennis player like Holger Rune, this is especially important in the calf, quad, or surrounding knee muscles. Those muscles are essential for explosive push-offs, deceleration, and stability during directional changes. If they weaken, it can delay return to play and increase the risk of re-injury. NMES also helps restore proper firing patterns. Recovery is not just about muscle size, it is about how efficiently and quickly the muscle activates. In high-performance sport, timing is everything. After an Achilles tendon injury, returning to full performance is not just about feeling better. It is about proving that the tendon, calf muscles, and movement patterns are functioning efficiently again. That is why he is using an instrumented treadmill together with a wearable gait analysis system to closely monitor his progress. An instrumented treadmill measures forces with every step. It tracks how much load each leg is absorbing, how quickly force is produced, and whether there are imbalances between the injured and non-injured side. After an Achilles injury, athletes often unconsciously protect the affected leg, shifting weight to the other side. This can delay recovery and even create new problems. The treadmill provides objective data to make sure both legs are sharing the load properly. The wearable gait analysis system adds another layer. Small sensors placed on the lower limb measure stride length, ground contact time, ankle motion, and push-off mechanics. Since the Achilles tendon is critical for explosive propulsion, even slight deficits in push-off power or stiffness can affect performance. Monitoring these details ensures that progress is measurable, not just subjective. Biofeedback training ties everything together. Real-time feedback allows him to adjust his stride, loading pattern, and ankle control during the session. Instead of guessing, he can immediately correct asymmetries and retrain optimal mechanics. This speeds up neuromuscular reeducation and restores confidence in the injured tendon. He is performing structured lower body strength work designed to rebuild force production, restore symmetry, and increase tendon resilience. After an Achilles tendon injury, the priority is not only to regain muscle size, but to restore the ability to absorb and generate force efficiently. These movements load the quads, glutes, hamstrings, and calves in a controlled way, helping the lower limb tolerate progressively heavier stress. One major purpose is improving unilateral strength balance. Following injury, athletes often compensate subconsciously, shifting load away from the affected side. Targeted lower body training corrects these imbalances, ensuring both legs produce force evenly. This is essential in tennis, where explosive push-offs, rapid decelerations, and repeated directional changes place high demand on the ankle and Achilles complex. Another key objective is increasing tendon stiffness and durability. Heavy controlled resistance stimulates the tendon to adapt, becoming stronger and more capable of handling elastic energy during sprinting and jumping. This reduces re-injury risk and improves overall movement efficiency. These exercises also rebuild neuromuscular coordination. Strength alone is not enough. The body must relearn how to fire muscles in the correct sequence under load. By training through full ranges of motion, he reinforces proper hip, knee, and ankle alignment, which protects the Achilles during high-speed play.